Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome back to my channel. It is Yimbo Reviews Everything, and this is my Sunday night podcast where we can talk about life and toys. I am very excited because I have a special guest this evening. So we have some people in the chat already. Can't wait. So real quick, just want to give you a little background. So this is a really cool, I'm not going to get into all the details, but it was just a really neat happenstance and just, kind of a small world life connections that I now have this opportunity to have a little conversation with all of us, with Matty K. He is one of the painters from Super7. So he's going to be joining us tonight. You're going to meet him in literally 30 seconds, where this is like an unofficial capacity. Now, it is the last day that you can back the Super7 Cat Lair, which again has been one of my supreme waffling points over since it's been announced. So we're going to, see if this maybe adds any extra towards that first tier 1 goal of the 4,000 backers, but we're going to run through it. I welcome all questions in the chat. This is just really great. You know me, guys. I just love hearing about the production side, the engineering side, the designing, all of the things that goes into making toys, the things that we all love. So here we go. Welcome, Matty K. Hello.
Hey.
How are you? Who happens to work at Super7?
Yes. I think I sold 12 Cat Lairs during that.
Dude, I have been, seriously, it is I'm literally wearing a Thundercat shirt tonight. I had to be themed. It has been a huge point of do I do this? It's been space, and then I teach, so coming out of summer, it's financially, it's this is the worst time it's hitting me right now. So I'm still this might be a last second thing for me. I don't know.
I feel your pain. Because my wife is a teacher too, and we did not budget well this summer. So this month, I'm talking to all my I almost said gambling debtors, but I don't owe them any money yet. It's right. But and I'm just guys, I'll pay you at the end of the month. It was a busy summer. Thank you for having me on.
Yep.
Hope you don't mind some levity. Hopefully we can edit this. This isn't live, right?
No, this is all live, man. Yeah, this is just we're just a running gun. We're all good. This is live on the internet. Here we are.
Oh man, that's great. Well, the Jets just lost, so I'm in a terrible mood, and I'm really excited to change the subject. Talk about it.
Well, my fantasy team is Klingon. That's all I care about of the NFL at this point. I'm a Giants fan, so but I'm not anti-Jets. They're local boys.
Right, you should be happy right now. You guys had a good finish.
Did we really? Because I thought last time I saw we were losing. I don't even know.
I hope you're not taping it and wanting to go back to it, and I just blew it. So I'm sorry.
All right.
You guys won. Right.
Well, we have some friends in the chat, so I'm just so interested to pick your brain about again your whatever time you're able to give us. So I wanted to definitely talk about the Cat Lair, and then anything about your origin story, whatever we can touch on. But I want to introduce you to some people from the chat. So here we go real quick. So we have my buddy Cal the Collector. So just so most of these names, are also Instagram handles, because I don't know how, toy photography. Where are you in toy photography? Have you really dabbled yet? Or
no.
Are you still just okay. All right.
It's a whole new world for me. And when I was at McFarland, I didn't Instagram, I don't know, it just wasn't what it is now. And there's a whole world for this industry now, and probably has been around for a couple of years, but I've really only become super familiar with it in the past coming up on 2 years in January of being with Super7. So
very cool.
But it's awesome. I want to build sets and stand it. I want the Transformers guys to have their background. I want the Turtles to have their background. I want to sculpt New York City sewers, and I shouldn't, because there's dirty stuff out there that you can just find. It takes some time,
but it's fun. It depends on so much of what I talk about here is if it makes you happy, you got to do it.
It's true. It's great to see so many people that are just I'm embracing it. I love toys.
Yeah.
I love collecting toys, and I still love the shows of our past.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I feel I really don't like any of the remakes of the stuff that my kids get now. So I just force the old stuff on them.
Okay.
The what's the app? Tubi. Tubi has so many old school like Transformers and GI Joes that you can watch.
Okay.
Hulu's where I had to go for Thundercats, but that's
yeah.
$4.99 or $8.99 or whatever.
Okay, so that actually I was gonna ask where I could find Thundercats, because I have the DVDs of like the old He-Man. Like, so my kids are 4, and it's still been that hard. Like, some of the stuff from our childhood is definitely super intense. like even the real Ghostbusters. I'm like, I watched that at 4, and I was putting it on. I'm like, I'm letting it happen, but this is definitely not exactly in line with like current child's development research.
Oh no, our kids are soft. It's like they're exposed to such safe content, and we had really intense stuff for Saturday morning cartoons, like thrilling stuff.
Yeah. Well, even like classic Ninja Turtles, I started playing for my kids, and because like, they can tell. I say this all the time, but they can name everybody, but that's not their fandom. Like, so I've gotten them into at least knowing characters, but then they're all over the place. It's been fun though. Like, how much have you gotten your kids into like your, like where is your fandom? Where does it lie? Your childhood, nostalgia. Where does that?
I was a big Turtles guy.
Okay.
I love the Thundercats and GI Joe and Transformers. I kind of got into more. I mean, I had the Transformers toys, but I never watched a show. And the show is great. I can't say I never watched a show, but I was young. Right. I definitely watched it, but I was young. But watching it as an adult has been just. I'm almost glad that I am watching it now and experiencing it as an adult, because like, this is good. Like, this is so much better. This is so much better than the garbage that my kids get on TV.
I mean, I wish I could say all of it was great, because some of those Ninja Turtle episodes were a little rough to watch. But I wish I could speak to the Transformers, so that's good. So like the original, because like there's so many different series that started, and I know some people
Generation 1 Transformers.
Okay, it is. All right. Okay.
On the Tubi app. I'm not paid. I'm not a paid.
No,
I'm not a paid spokesperson or a paid spokesperson.
I don't get paid by anybody, so it's fine. Not affiliated. It's all independent.
So I dive into these. I stream all the old school stuff, like depending on what I'm working on. So if I'm if I'm painting a Transformers toy, or I'm painting a Thundercats toy or GI Joe, I'm just gonna have it streaming on the screen while in the background while I'm painting, and just kind of put me in there. Like if I'm painting one of our music licenses, I'll throw their record on or stream there, and it's helped me get into some artists too. I really like. We have such a diverse offering of licenses at Super.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You guys cover, like, you have a huge umbrella. It's amazing, like, with the stuff that you've been able to get your hands on as a company. It's awesome.
It's great. It's really great.
So have you had a favorite since, like, we're touching on it? Like, I was curious, like, something that you've had a favorite, like yourself, that you were working on at some point?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm looking up at my shelf now, because I have like, I kind of get like one of every. I mean, the first Joes, the first wave of the Ultimate Joes, probably the most important to me, because that was what I started as like a freelance painter then, and I was doing physical painting. Okay. So my direct boss, Mike Gullen, he was the director of prototype development at McFarlane for years and years and years. Okay. And then he started working with Super7, and he started, pulling in, from his network for doing this first line of Joes. And I got to paint Duke and.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Who did I do from Wave? Duke, Baroness, Lady J. I did a few from the first couple of waves. I've been on
that's
every
awesome,
wave,
yeah.
but Those were cool because I didn't really know anything really about Super 7 then either. Like Mike came to me, he's like, "Who's Super 7?" And he starts explaining, they have this, they've got that, they've got this, and I'm just like, stop! Like this isn't real. There's no way that this company has like everything that I love all in one place.
Right. I
say they because it's like a thing that I'm just so lucky to be a part of.
Right.
But we have so much cool stuff. It's awesome. I mean, the Godzilla stuff. It's just your childhood.
I know.
And every day, and so many of us who work there say this. Like we wake up and we're like, wow, this is like, I get to do this again. This is cool. This is really awesome.
What was the first thing I said to you when we touched base for the first time? I was just like, dude, you're doing what I want. You're working in the industry that I would love at one point in my life to get to try out. It's so neat.
Yeah, it is, and you should, because it's great. It's really fun. It's really fun.
Man, like where is the Simpsons in your fan? Because like that's a line that I have been so, again, I like if I buy one, and like I've been so proud of myself for staying strong on Lionel being my only, because like I knew the same thing. If I got more, then I need the whole team. Then I'm gonna get the tank. Then I get the. I just knew it was a progression.
You gotta pull the trigger. You just gotta rip the Band-Aid off and just do it.
So where? Oh God! See, I told you I was gonna be all over the place.
So far, I haven't been able to paint any of the Simpsons yet.
Oh, okay.
But I do. I picked up Mo. I had to have Mo with the Panda crate.
Okay.
And I need to get Homer Simpson in the spacesuit.
Yeah.
Kang and Kodos, or whichever ones we had. Wave 2.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember either. I guess it doesn't matter because the stuff is available at the store. Sometimes you miss out on a pre-order.
Sure.
You can buy them from the store. But yeah, I missed out on some pre-orders when I first started, and I just started getting when I paint something, it's sometimes a year before it actually, is actually in my hands.
Sure.
Sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, and some stuff from last year is starting to come in now. And I'm at this wonderful. See, this is the habit you need to develop.
Okay.
This is for you and everybody else out there. You start ordering the pre-orders every month now, right?
Yeah.
Next year, they're just going to start rolling in, and you're just going to have that to look forward every day. Is today the day?
It's true.
And then you buy reaction. You just constantly buy reaction, like whenever that comes out, just to keep you satisfied in the now while you wait.
Yeah.
That's what I figured out. That's the best lifestyle.
It's been fun. Like that's like right now I've been again coming out of summer, just try to chill with like purchasing things like actively. Like today, like I had a G.I. Joe in my hand. I was like, I'm gonna put it back. Like I should be good. I got con seasons coming up, New York Comic Con, all this nonsense. So I'm just trying to wait, and I have no idea what's rolling in. So it is in that surprise zone of just like, oh look, there's a box here today. Cool. What's inside? I do like that. That adds a little joy to my day.
It's exciting. It's very exciting. You see that.
By the way, real quick, I just wanted to mention a few more people while we're here. So we have Wyatt Smith. He's a great Lego and like minifigures. Like he does a great work too with mini mates from Diamond Select. So this guy's great Copper State bricks. So hello, it's my man No Chewing. He's one of my toy daddies. The three, it's me and him and my other buddy, Toy Father. I was going to try to actually get him on tonight because he did back the Cat Lair. Like he's in.
Boy.
So, but it's his birthday, so he's at the dinner. So I was like, all right. I'm like, he was definitely like, I wish I could make this.
Birthday, so he's at the dentist?
No, I'm sorry. I was talking very quickly. It's his birthday. He went to a family birthday dinner. So that's why he's not joining us now. Sorry. Sometimes I have to slow down and enunciate. It happens. I get excited.
Birthday, but to each their own.
This guy, Realm of Toys 89, another fantastic toy photographer. I know he is backing the Cat Lair. So we got another Cat Lair guy. See, here he goes. I got Thundercats Fever.
Nice.
What's going on? Way Create. He said no Super 7 for him, but definitely awesome looking figures. Got my buddy Machu Toy in the house. What's going on, Matt? Who else is here? Steve Morrow. Hello. And again, sorry guys, I'm just trying to jump in. I want to maximize our time with our guest this evening, but I just want to make sure thanking you for joining us live right now. So George, Agent Variant, thank you for joining us. And who else is here? We got 88 Figs in the house, High School Creations. What's going on, Mike? See, Matt, we got some friends in the house. We got some people want to hear about the toy production, man. This is my buddy Cody. Too Much New Toys. What's up, dude? And Diggs Figs and the Select Guy. All right. So these are just our friends chatting along now. So don't forget, guys, at any point, if there are questions about what goes into the development of an action figure, we have someone who works in the industry. This is really great. So just fire them away. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. And then, Matt, we can now resume. Sorry, thank you for the little, just say hi, moment.
It's important to acknowledge them because, it's a great community.
Mm-hmm. It has been easily just like such a, oh man, it got me through the last like 2-3 years, like just finding toy photography, finding friends now, like people I call friends now in the community. It was so neat that just to see this develop and, it was just awesome. It's just great. So as you know, you get to work with people. It's so nice. So I had a question for you. Go back to this Cat Lair. So let me pull this up because this thing is such a beast. So here is the product page. There it is. There's the product.
Are we at the tier yet?
So we're not at the tier yet. We have 3 hours and 38 minutes left.
Oh man.
It doesn't say what it is, but it is close. It's close, man.
People got to get on that Shop Pay app.
Oh, that's true. I haven't used it. I mean, I've known plenty of people that have done it.
I do it all the time, and it's just like it makes it. You fill the cart, and you're just like, oh gosh, that's how much and then when they're like, oh, it's only 4 interest-free payments of like $20, and I'm like, oh, that's palatable.
That is more palatable. Oh God. So Matt, I am so interested because again, the fact that why I'm on the fence or just wanting it is that it feels like one of those once in a lifetime type of like products that's being made right now. So is that something that am I touching on a nerve? Is this like this is our thing? This is the Cat Lair. We're never like this is your opportunity right now. Essentially,
if you're worried about, I don't know. I don't. They mention sometimes in our team meetings, like how much there is left of a certain thing. So I'm trying to think back to how much extra Thunder Tanks we had after, but I don't know. I would not chance it.
Yeah.
This is the look at that thing. How do you not want that?
Well, that's what we were talking right before we came on. Like this is
4 interest-free payments of what, $125?
Yeah, that's actually that is worse. When you say it that way, Matt.
Just kids don't get ice cream for a couple of months.
Right.
No ice cream at school,
Yeah,
to the PTA. Daddy needs a Cat Lair.
Right. So where? Oh man. So okay, I want to go back to that first question. So like, I'm assuming obviously I have no idea. Can you walk me through? Like, how did this start? Like, where did you join? Like, what was brought to you? Like, when it gets to your turn, to work your magic,
When it gets to my turn, it has gone through a few phases of development. There was, I remember the day Josh came in, who is boss's boss. He's head of 3D design, and he kind of said, "All right, guys, well, we are going to be making the Cat Lair," and we're all just like, "Oh, go on," And so it goes through the concepting phase, and there was time spent, imagining what it would look like, what would you want in the piece, like if you were playing with this, and toy photography is 100% like the whole world of toy photographers.
Yeah.
That's 100% a consideration that like we have making something like this, because
Nice.
that's a group of our, our market, our
yeah.
So it's kind of fun. We had all those different considerations of like, having rocks in the back so that when it opens up, it looks like it's, tucked into the cliffside the way it is to show. My favorite, hold it right there. My favorite part is I pushed on the inside by the paws of each rock thing where it's a little darker.
Yeah.
I push that with a heavier spray to kind of force perspective a little bit, kind of make it feel like it's set into the mountainside a little bit.
Yes. Oh yeah, man. I totally see what you're going for.
It's so beautiful, and our sculptors are so talented. These guys are so good, and it was just like a rush. I mean, it was just from the day that they said we're doing it. It was just like, drop what you're doing, and we're just gonna bang this out like as fast as we possibly can. And oh my gosh, it was like it was such an awesome thing to work on. I mean, I don't have the space in my house for it. I want it so badly.
Yeah.
Don't have the space in my house for it. So I don't. It's gonna be, I think it's like 52 inches wide when we open, and it's 3 feet tall. It's like it had to be a certain amount so that it doesn't have to ship freight,
Okay.
Like, yeah, look at that thing.
It's it's such a beast. You are really making, you're talking me into this now. I don't have the space either, but I'm like, because this ships though, this doesn't have this isn't like a whole year away. This is December.
Oh yeah, you have time to buy an entirely new house.
Yeah. Okay. Have you seen the market?
Yeah, no, interest rates are bad, but
right.
You can get 4 free interest-free payments with the Shop Pay app, and that's 0.
Yeah. So now, all right. So as you say that, this is why I like, I like to have a couple of questions, but then just listen. I want to hear you talk, because then like these questions pop into mind. So that's amazing that that shadowing detail that you put in. So now, like even over here, these were all different design. Like where did your hand what like?
Yeah.
God,
so
I'm just so excited to talk about this. That I'm like,
I think I want to say Tom sculpted it, and this back, because it was a whole bunch of us, a whole bunch of people, Brandon and Dave, Mike and Kyle, and Josh and Brian, and there's just everybody. It's a symphony performed by an orchestra of a bunch of passionate artists and creatives. And so anyway, I forget what I was saying. Tom sculpted the back the back here, and I try to bring out what he does, right? So I'll stop gesturing right in front of the camera. So I'll hit sprays in some of the deeper parts. We're doing like a bucket dump. So we're saying, take the plastic, drop that baby into the colored water, like the pigment colored water, and then it seeps into all the various cracks and recesses, and that'll accentuate that detail. And then you can go in with sprays and push areas and hit it with dry brushes.
Oh man, so really, like, you do have your hands over all aspects of this to different extents, right? Like, because you're saying it's part of a team, so it's like you and all these guys. This was just your kind of everywhere. It's not like you just took a section of it, right? Or did you?
I did, right, exactly. Like Nate, our other painter, he did the front, so the cat's head and the chest and then those beautiful paws with, and so I did like the garage and the council room. Nate did the control room. That sword chamber there.
I'm going through these quickly. Sorry, this is
all right.
It really is such a gorgeous one. But I was going to go to that which room? This room, right? Oops.
The council
This is
room.
the one you were talking, council room?
Yeah. That's a fun example of how it's a team process, right? Because when I originally painted it, my color choice was not supported by the rest of the group, right? The rest of the group was like, and it's funny because we're looking at, I mean, if you go back and you really watch those old cartoons and you go from shot to shot, the colors are all different. The saturation is all varied, you know, and sometimes it looks like purple while it's supposed to be, you know, blue or gray. You know? And, you know, if I pick the wrong, if I'm like looking at the wrong picture while I'm doing it, then it's going to be completely different than what someone else has in mind.
Right.
So we all kind of got together and pulled up a whole bunch of different shots from the show and said, all right, maybe it should go this way. You know, maybe it should go that way. And I think at the end of the day, everybody ultimately agrees, like, yeah, this is what it should look like.
Oh,
then you put it out there, and then the internet says, nope, this is terrible. You know, this is.
Is that what happened? Did you get?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, because that looks awesome.
I was just poking fun at the internet, which I shouldn't do, because then the internet comes at you for doing that. But
oh man, but it's excellent. And the funny thing is, I had one of those questions for you queued up, so you kind of just touched on it. And so I'm just gonna read you the question that because I was curious, like
maybe I'll have a different answer.
Well, it's like, can you describe a typical creative meeting? Is there a lot of color agreement or arguments? Like, are there standoffs? I love it. So you went in there. You were against, you know, like not you against the team, but like you were on the opposite end of that for that color, right?
Yeah.
But that's neat that
you like ultimately, like when they show me some images that I just didn't look at. You know, because there's a lot. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. And, you know, typically our decisions are based off of whatever the most supporting reference there is towards one way or the other, you know, because we just want to make it look like the cartoon, you know. Well, depending on which, you know, maybe we're doing, depends on which, you know, version of the figure or the character we're doing. Because I don't know if you know that with, you know, some of our waves we'll paint Lino one way, and then we'll paint Lino to look like the toy. You know what I mean?
That's been a really cool aspect of the Super7 company. Like in those different releases, I really do like that. You know, like my Shredder. I have a Shredder figure that's awesome, and I love that it's based off the toy, but it's an updated version of it. And now, like I said, like I have this set of turtles I haven't messed with, but I love that it gives me the options to use those rad new, like updated head sculpts, but also the original toy ones. Like, I just love that. That's what you got. You know, as a company, that was the direction of we're going to just really modernize what we grew up with. You know,
that's exactly. I think one of the mottos is, you know, we grew up with XYZ, depending on whether it's like robots, rebellion, punk rock, you know, sci-fi, you know, and now nobody makes what we want made, so we made it ourselves. You know,
that's true.
That's what we do. Whatever. Is cool. That's fun. Such a fun work.
You had mentioned so now because now, like thinking of the company too, like the Super7 store, like I wasn't out like in San Diego for Comic-Con, but I know the Super7. Have you been out there? Did you ever do any dealings with that like Cobra makeover during Comic-Con? Just since you had worked on some of the like the Ultimate figures, the Joes.
So I did not go to San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay.
But I do voice Cobra Commander when we do the Cobra Commander, you know, the acting. You know, when in the promo videos for Comic-Con, when we have Cobra Commander up there talking, I get to do his voice.
That's you? That's awesome. That's great.
And I got to do that new Cat Lair thing we posted, a commercial about it. But it's fun. They dropped me down like an octave, so I have this like super deep voice. That I couldn't sustain that.
It's amazing how like the different voice effects now, right, in editing software. No, that's amazing. That's so cool that's you. That's amazing. Oh, I love that.
It's fun.
By the way, real quick, we wanted to check the chat because we have some more people asking some questions for you. You know, like because this is all about you today. So let's see. So gotta say hi to Wade. Don't Wade. I thought I hit you, but hello Wade. Thank you so much, buddy. So here we go. Cody. Oh, sorry. Cody was saying that's how I was able to get the TMNT party wagon payments over a year, and now it's all paid off. Tell him to send mine early, Matt. There you go. That's great, man. I'm kicking myself for the party wagon. Oh, both versions that were floating out at that time, man. Either one, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm excited for everybody getting theirs.
It's gonna be epic.
So, like I said, I'm curious to know how much making mold costs, and if a mold is made of material that lasts longer, does it cost way more to make the molds? So, Matt, yeah, I don't know, Matt, if you like what you know in terms of that side of what goes, you know. But if you know any of that, you know.
I know some of it. I know that the tooling, you know, the molds, that's a huge cost. Where, you know, sometimes I don't know how much I want to say and how much I don't want to say. But the tooling is one of the larger costs of the production, the overall production costs. Right. So trying to reuse tooling it's something everybody does, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Wide, which so you got to be smart about that, like especially like things like wrist discs and you know, various joints that can apply across anything in the 7-inch scale. Or
sure.
But yeah, I don't. As far as how much tooling of your own thing, I have no idea. I don't know how much. I don't see the numbers side of the business. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Just you get to focus on the painting.
Yeah, right. I just get to paint and not have to worry about, you know, all that stuff, the cost of making this cool stuff.
Speaking of somebody who appreciates the cool stuff that you have a hand in helping make and bring to life, Realm says, my wife almost killed me, but it's okay. This thing is special. If I got to sleep on the couch, it's fine with me. LMAO.
Dude, there's enough room for you in the Cat's Lair to sleep in there.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's going to be a few toy photographers that will be sleeping in the Cat's Lair. I might be one of them. We'll have to see. But Wade was saying he loves that desk. Which desk are you talking about? Is it the one from up top, or the table? Like this desk over here, Wade? This thing is crazy awesome. Yeah. And does this light up, or is this what kind of image is that?
Are you on the web? There might be examples. Are you on the web page?
Yeah. This is just through the product.
There might be an accessory.
Oh, they swap out. Screens. That's right. They swap.
You could throw the different screens in there in the background.
Oh, I love that. And these are all for the different. Oh my god! Yeah. How did I miss this part? Because I keep trying to tell myself I shouldn't look at it because I'm going to fall in love with it.
Right.
I swear, there's a very good chance I have a lot of explaining to do in the morning.
There's so many different places to set these guys up. And recreate shots from the episodes, you know, like you got the gym, and the garage was built to kind of like you can fit. It's not that you can fit the Thunder Tank under the paw, but you know, you can definitely get right in there. The garage desk, and work on the Thunder Tank in there. I don't know if anyone here in the audience has a Thunder Tank or not.
Oh, Frank, did you end up getting one? Realm did you end up doing it, Realm? I know that was another one that you were once he fell deep. He loves this Thundercats line from Super 7. Like he fell hard, started getting all the expansion carry, like he's into it. Oh, here's Toy Father. This is one of my other toy daddies. Matt, you were again, everybody, you know, like you're a toy daddy. There's toy mamas, toy uncles. It's just so you're one of us. Fellow toy parent. So Toy Father said he backed his.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have over here? Steve Morrow said all the pink foam isn't available for All the pink foam isn't available for insulation because of dio makers. That's funny. I still have pink foam, Matt. It is a good time, and you're probably I'm sure with your skill set, like you could probably get going real quick. But like I struggle. I'm slow, and yet I still enjoy carving up a good piece of pink foam. It takes me forever. Like I actually, but man, get into the dio making. It's so fun.
I want to. I bought a little bit of it or not the pink stuff. I used the pink stuff. I sculpted a 10-foot tall dog totem pole for a show one summer in Boonton, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I got tons of insulation board.
Yeah.
Chopped them up into 2-inch thick square. Well, they're already 2-inch thick, but you know, the squares, stacked them up, and I had these big blocks, and I just started carving the dogs out of that. Awesome. You know, with like a hot knife and then sandpaper and then getting in there. And I sculpt with Sculpey, Super Sculpey. I don't know if you guys, but I guess that's probably not for the best for like backgrounds and structure.
Interesting.
Stuff like that.
See, that's still what you're talking about. That's already well beyond my like expertise. This is why I rely heavily on diorama makers. Like I have some buddies that do excellent work that I just am always buying from.
That's good.
I would love to. I try, but it's just it's also time efficiency, you know? Like I don't even think though if I tried I could get to the level of some of this stuff that's out there. It's just too many talented
do anything you put your mind to.
Oh, that's true. You know what? You're reversing me. This is usually my thing. I'm usually building people's confidence up.
Don't you love that there's so many sub industries or like what's the right, because like dio makers, for example, or the people that do the customs or repaints and stuff like that. Like there's people that make money doing this stuff, and you know, you'd only really know it if you were kind of really deep in this niche. And
dude, it's so true. Like I bought this, you know, I always try to support small businesses and again, just individuals in the community. Like I have this super fancy, beautiful chair. Like I would have never known that this was a thing without toy photography. Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Numero Cinco, by the way. That's beautiful work. But First Strike Figs, just one quick more shout outs for people. So there's Josh. Thanks for coming and hanging out this evening. Here we go. Question from Wade. Price determining limits. You could take some projects. Is there anything on the Cat Lair you had to leave out that you wanted to focus on if price wasn't a factor?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Yeah, Wade.
And I wish I got 3 months ago, or not 3 months ago. Wait, now. I wish I got this question a while ago, because now I don't remember those early discussions. That as because it was months ago.
Like you said, you guys hit the ground running. So I would have been so excited too finding out about this. So like, this is referring to, I can see just so many early conversations that you guys probably had in decision making.
It's funny because we had this, and then it's I still actually feel like I'm playing catch up on all the things that we had to, you know, put on the back burner while we were doing this. And then I imagine they'll come down one day with another project and say, all right, here we go. We're going to do this now. And then, which is what's really fun about working with, at this, you get these random, you know, these random ideas come in and it's like, here we go. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Here's one of my buddy Lago Figs. He's an art teacher. Love Lago, part of Toy Migos. He, is still on the fence. He has the Thunder Tank.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, like that should be like Dave. Let's be honest, man. You have the Thunder Tank.
The only thing is, do you have the space? Because if you're already spending the Thunder Tank, the money for the Thunder Tank, you gotta get this one. I mean, it's not that much more than the Thunder Tank.
He's got the space in Lago Land, right, Dave? Dave, you can make this happen, buddy. I'm trying to encourage anybody.
Like 4 interest-free payments from the shop payout.
Yeah, I might do it. Wade was just messing. Thank you, Wade. All right, Josh. First Strike says, "Well, this is obviously a fun project. When it's all over and it hits consumers, what is your process for when you learn from any mistakes and use that in the next project? The reflection, period, like, so that's a good question. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you think from previous, like, bigger projects that you've worked on? Like, is there, you have that little reflection, the reflex period?
So I wish there was somebody. I wish there was somebody that has been around that Super7 longer than me to answer that question, because I'm still, like I said, January will only be 2 years.
Sure.
So like it feels like 10, but it's only been almost 2. And this is probably the biggest thing I've worked on there, in my time. I'm trying to think, like I wasn't on the party wagon. I didn't get to work on the party wagon.
Okay.
Or I think we did the Snake Mountain. That was before me.
Oh, that's yeah, those are massive.
Yeah,
Snake Mountain was huge.
So
yeah.
So maybe down the road I can answer that question better.
Fair. Yeah.
Coming on again in the future, but right now I do know that the people that run Super7 are really, like, they care about the people that collect our stuff.
That's awesome.
Because even though we're considerable sized company, it still feels like a small business. Like Brian and Dora, like it feels like they care about us, and they care about the people that collect our stuff. So I know that complaints are heard, and obviously they're not always said. Just because a complaint is said doesn't mean it's right,
right, naturally. But,
we as professionals and just as artists, like, we're always trying to make just the best thing,
right?
Especially coming from McFarlane, where my standard was just super highly detailed, looking like the actual thing that it's supposed to be. We all have very high standards, and the other painter's an old McFarlane guy too, which is actually really fun.
Yeah.
Because we both like have similar styles, complement really well. Nate, guy. So we're always looking to do better. We all have, whatever we painted yesterday or made like last time, we just want to keep, let's see how can we outdo it next time. Which is why I'm excited for the next time Josh comes in and says, "All right, guys, we're doing," so we'll see.
That's gonna be oh my god! You're gonna have to let me know. We won't put it out, but let me know when that meeting happens, because I feel like that's gonna be a very exciting day for you.
I'm keeping my job. I'm an iron trap.
Oh yeah, you can just be like, "Guess what, I'm just excited." That's all you have to say. Just be like, "Just so you know, today's the day. I'm very excited." I'll be like, "All right."
I'm so afraid of everything that I said tonight, even though I don't think I said anything.
No, you haven't said anything. No, Matt, you haven't said anything whatsoever. This has been
good.
Seriously,
hopefully this has just been unfulfilling for everybody.
No, hopefully we get a couple more cat lairs. My buddy Dave, here we go. Lago is saying, "I'll do it if he'll do it if I do it." So we'll see. We'll be in touch.
Oh, do it.
We'll figure that out. And then here we go. Ooh, so Wade Crate said, "What's next for Matt, or or in the future, any projects that you would want to work on next? Anything that, again, this is unofficial capacity. So Matt, fandom wise, would be a cool project for you." Yeah.
If I'm a fan, what I would love to paint would be, I would love for us to get the Blink-182 license, and the guys, Tom, Mark, and Travis.
Yeah.
I would love to do wave 1 of that line as Travis still in the Aquabats, because like when they when Blink was first, there wasn't Travis at first, it was Scott. So
that's right.
that's
right.
cool. That's a fun game to play too, is like if you were a toy designer, what would name your wave 1, name your wave 2, name your wave.
That is a good game. Ooh, that's you know what? You might give me a stream idea for future segments there, Matt. That's a good one.
Take it. And toy photographers, while I have you paying attention, if you have Super 7 stuff, hit the do the hashtag Super7 Shelfie. Okay. It's one that we're constantly looking at and sharing on the main feed when we get awesome stuff. So hashtag Super7 Shelfie.
There you go.
And show us what you have, because we love it. I know the social people love it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. And you know what? It's wonderful hearing, again, from you who work for the company, like just that it is a caring company and you're awesome. And just like, you know what I mean? It's just nice getting to, I always assumed that it was that kind of environment over there, but now getting to, like, as a company, that's how they come across, at least to me. That's cool. Seems like a very cool, chill company to work for. I enjoy, like I said, enjoy their toys. But man, I'm totally with you, because a big, huge thing that I know I've hit on the last couple of years is just like to remind people that it's somebody like you who's passionate and interested in this stuff, and you're the one that's actually doing the elbow grease to bring these toys to life. And that's why I like to try to remind the perspective thing of like what we're talking about and what we're doing and who's making it. Like, nobody's being nefarious making toys.
When you buy a Hasbro product, you assume it's just some evil corporate machine pumping out stuff that you don't know if it's pointed.
Not me, but I do know that's a thing that you hear in the community. Sometimes we try to not be,
No, there are human beings. There's really talented artists working at these places.
Yeah.
But I don't know anybody who paints for Hasbro, but I'm sure they love doing it. How could you not? I have enjoyed my time in this industry. I'm very lucky to be a part of. It really
that's so
really
great.
awesome.
Dude, so Matt, now I know that we've gone far beyond what you gave me a nice expectation of your time.
My dinner is cold.
I hope this is the first of many, man. I would love to have you come back. It's like, seriously, I could start continuing the deeper dives into your stuff, but
yeah, well, I
don't
think we got to half the questions that you wanted to get to, so I owe it to you to come back and do some more. So
this would be very cool, man. So
thank you
I'm
for
excited.
Having me.
Thank you for coming on.
4 interest-free payments. That's not. Well, you've wasted money on worse things, right?
I certainly have.
This is not a waste. This is the beginning of the next phase in your life of collecting every single Thundercats product that we've ever made. It's going to be sad when you tell your kids they got to sleep outside, but the room.
They can come and hang out. They could each take a paw. I have 2. They can each.
One of the product managers on it, Aaron, he just had a baby when we were, getting the prototypes of this thing for Comic-Con, and he could like literally fit his baby into the Cat's Lair. Like it's well, not that he did, but
right. Eyeballed it.
It's larger than a baby. Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I think that goes without saying, but you could fit babies in it if you want.
Fair.
Have a commercial coming out this week about how many babies you can stuff in the Cat's Lair. I think. No,
we should.
Cut that part. Cut that part from the live feed.
That's fine. Yeah, right. We'll just go back. We'll just Men in Black everybody. No, it's all good. 88 Figs, by the way. There we go. Talking about the Ren and Stimpy. Bought those for his brother's birthday.
I love these Ren and Stimpy's, guys.
There we go.
Ren.
And then one more great question for you, Matt. So this is from my friend Cody. So do you work on any reaction figures? TMNT, specifically with Turbo Park's art and the Simpsons line are so cool. So do you do any of the reaction stuff?
I haven't done reaction in a while.
Okay.
I am on the Ultimates team. Okay. I mean, there's only me and Nate. So I have painted some reaction. Like last year, I painted a bunch of reaction.
Okay.
And then I started kind of only painting the ultimates.
Okay.
But it's not like if there's a need for me to, if like reaction's overloaded and they need me to paint a reaction, you know, we do support each other. It's
okay.
You know, we just you know, there's just, we got some really cool stuff coming out. So I'm excited for everyone out there, and I'm excited to be a part of it. And hopefully this interview doesn't get me fired.
No, it will not. It is not. Matt, thank you so much. Just appreciate your time and just
no
your expertise in all this. And this is a blast. And again, thank you again. Just thank you, and we'll do this again. We'll be
Sounds
in touch.
Good. Thank you for having me, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Sounds good, Matt. All right, buddy. Have a good night. Bye. That was so awesome. Oh, I can't stop. I love learning about toy stuff. Oh my goodness. So what do you guys think? Was that a blast? I didn't get to say thank, but yes, Matt, thank you again for your time. Wade, thank you for just being appreciative. All you guys are great. Thank you so much for hanging out, etc. 88. Just in case Matt happens to check out the rest of the stream, that would be awesome. Musician lines, yeah. I do know they dabble in the music stuff, but you're right. Cobain would be awesome. I mean, there's so many iconic. We have so many people. That would be great. I forgot to ask about his favorite Thundercat. Shoot. All right. I will find out. And Cody there, loving some Super 7. It's great, man. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you for hanging out with this. And that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So yay. Just so cool how that all worked out too. So moving forward, thank you again, Matt, and thank you all. So this is that chance to thank everybody. So again, for hanging out with us live, and for those of you watching the replay, again, thank you for choosing to spend part of your life hanging out with us, talking about toys, cat lairs, all that good stuff. I threw my notes and I'm like, wait a minute, let me just go through real quick. So here we go. This was going to be on the shorter street, side. We are in September. So I might, we're going to go through a handful of toys. I have some little new buys to go through, and just do a little show and tell, and then we'll call it a night. We're chilling. Hey, on a positive note, I did finally, I had the fire lit under me. I want to say I have been taking toy pictures, but in the video realm. So I have a Mezco Superman review finally up. So that went up on Friday. So thank you again for those of you that got to check it out. No chewing, let me know to boost the volume for next time. So just be aware that I am listening. And, if you have any constructive criticism that I can do, anything else you want to see in the video, I'm always thinking of stuff after something gets posted, like, I should have included that, like comparison or, yada, yada. So just let me know. I listen. So there is that. So I just want to let you know that's up there. My next video, what do you guys think? So let me know in the chat if I'm leaning towards a Spidey comparison. So one video would be Mayfex Spider-Man. So black suit, the reissue Spidey, and Scarlet. Or I go SHF and I do the No Way Home Boys. So let me know in the chat if there's one that you would want to see, like more than another. But that's what I'm leaning towards for the next one. Another fun little plug before we get going. So don't forget, in terms of plugs, tomorrow night, Toy Talk again, back with my boys, No Chewing Toy Father, Cox Create, and Toy Addict 17. They're going to be up at 8:30 Monday nights, Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, 8 p.m. between two Sentinels. I will not be joining the boys like I did at the start. I got to fill in for Jay Shot as Machu started off with the interview with Jurassic Jesse. So that was so amazing, so awesome. And that was just great to get to talk to Jesse. So Jurassic Jesse is another guy that I would love to talk to as we progress through the fall and into the winter. But that was a blast. That was a great show. So again, don't forget that those boys have an excellent show. And then we did the top 10 and I took my picture. So for those of you that don't know, So in the Toy Pick community, top 10 every Wednesday night with Chewy and Toy Father, we go over the top 10, celebrating the pictures. But I also wanted to, for this past week, set up a shot. So it was very goofy and silly. It's not set up here anymore. I broke it down so I can do the stream. But I did snap the picture. I hope I'm going to make all of you guys proud. I really did try hard to get the best horror look I could muster. I used atmosphere aerosol. I was trying to do like the one couple, it wasn't one light, but two lights, but the one above. And I tried. So I took a handful of them, maybe a little bit more than a handful. But yeah, so I got to transfer those and that'll be a thing. But I'm excited. But here we go. Oh, we getting into the soup now. Cala de Res, best soup. Eric Davidson, favorite soup. Oh, that's always a popular conversation here on Yimbo Reviews Everything. Just had to cough there for a second. But yes, the soup. Always good. I haven't had a good soup in a while myself. Not lately. When it was yeah, it's been summer. Fall's coming though. Fall's here. Italian wedding. I always like a good Italian wedding. It's the sausage. Oh, that's right, faux all day. And Cal said the SH Figure Art Spideys. All right, dude. I will very happily go with the first recommendation, Cal. So, I love those three toys. So, that's the shot. But yeah, that will give me a chance. There's a lot of differences, subtle differences. So that would make for a fun video. The Mafex one is basically three identical figures. So there is that aspect. So I think with the SHF, like I might have a little bit more fun diving into the differences that I notice in their engineering. So, all right, Cal, I think it's SHF. Your review was very, very chill. Dude, it's so funny because it's so not me like on a stream or, obviously who I am as a person. Like if you meet me in real life, this is still me. But again, I do have my chill moments. So yeah, I like when it comes to that, I like being the chill reviewer. I don't know. The multiverse of Yimbo, right? So, but thank you, Cody. I should have asked him if they would also do a Jamiroquai. That was a great question, Matt. That would have been a good one. So Matt, again, if you continue watching on, would Super7 do a Jamiroquai as SHF is currently doing? So let's get into some toy photography tips. So not really. It's just some props. I want to go show you guys some props that I purchased lately. So I've been talking about these nonstop. So hang on. Here we go. First things first. I feel bad that I haven't shown them off. I know it sounds silly. Felt bad. But no, I've been talking about Daiso. This is, again, still part of my Macho Toy road trip for Chris Gunn. But this was it. This was the product that like we both wanted. We specifically, like when Machu found what a Daiso is, like we wanted the lockers. We wanted school lockers. These are very cute. That's it. I want to do so much stuff with them, decorate them. I want to get more. I want to make a whole hallway full of lockers. I want to do a whole thing. But I actually had these with my sister, or not my sister. I had these with my daughter, not my sister. That was just, yeah. So my daughter was playing with these with her little neighborhood. And I had to borrow them back. So I wanted to show them off because they've been with her since ChrisCon. But I really do want to take some Into the Spider-Verse pictures. Just some cutesy little, Miles Gwen chilling. But now I can use this. So there we go. Daiso lockers. Daiso. Again, I haven't looked into if they sell things online. I still don't think they do. But I keep talking about these little amazing props, and it is a little land of amazing props. More props. Speaking of little props, now ChrisCon, I bought the turtles. I bought one set of the turtles. it wasn't only turtles though. It was like Casey. I think I had Donatello. I know Chewie had all of them except Mikey. Or no, you needed Donnie. Whatever the whole thing was, I can't find them. That's why I haven't shown them off. I have them somewhere, but I forget. My Target, we went this morning, did an early morning trip, and they had 2 of these little Funko packs. And these things are adorable. And I'm going to crack this open in front of you guys right now so we can find out what my mystery one was. But this is the set here that I have. And it's great because they show you who the main 3 are, and then it's the mystery down the side. So I really like that. That's how they're setting this up for us. And then this thing is really, really awesome too. The Bitty Pop stackable shelf. They are stackable and they're awesome. They really are great. So, you know me, I'm not like the biggest Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars fan. I enjoy Star Wars. So, when I see some Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper, yes, that was no brainer for me. They did have. You could tell me if I'm wrong. Did I make the right choice? I wasn't going to buy 2 of these, because I still have the TMNT one. This was the other set that was there. Luke, Obi, and whatever. What's he called? What's he called? Somebody help me. My brain. What's his name again? The sand person? I don't even know. So I passed. I went with Darth. So did I do a good job? Would you have gone Luke or Vader? Let me know. But let's see what our mystery is. So crack this bad boy open. Again, these are just so perfect for toy photography, like spectacular. If you haven't seen these yet, you're gonna see what I mean. So that's the case. As you saw, they are stackable. You can legitimately make like a Funko wall for an action figure, like a wall collection, a whole. I love it. I love that so much. So you really can go crazy with these if you wanted to. I'm trying to behave myself, sort of. All right, so this is the other really cool aspect, if you were not aware, but they come out. Oops. How neat is that? You can see the little lightsaber there, little paint details. And yeah, this pops back on. So I'm a huge fan. The box, you can take it out for pictures. You can have it displayed in the package. So great. There we go. There's the Stormtrooper. Get to see those details. So yeah, so Target has been having these. They've been rolling out. You can also get these on Amazon too. I haven't added any to my storefront, if you're looking to buy something, but you can go to Amazon from my link if you are going to look. That would be neat. I'll have to add those in. But yeah, I might still get some more. I know, I keep saying, Chewie got completed the Turtles team. But I think I'm good on the Star Wars. If there were more Turtles, I may have bought more Turtle ones. Not going to lie. I should just get them on Amazon, but it's been a fun, I specifically left them for the hunt. Who is this? Hammerhead? Whoa. This is all right. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. So now you know my level of Star Wars fandom. I straight up just no idea. Hammerhead. Okay. No clue. No clue. But going back to what I was saying before, when you do this, they stack a whole wall. You can do a whole toy apartment, a toy action figure apartment wall full of Funko Pops. I think that's so awesome. So these are really great. Well done. Just fun. These are fun. These are fun little collectibles there. And I love that stackable shelf. I gotta find my turtles. I need to find my turtles. All right. Another toy photography tip incoming. I did look at Target, and I forget, did I show you this? Or did I do this on the Toy Pick community? These are now gone. These are now gone from my Target. So keep an eye out if I haven't shown you this before, I know I did on a Toy Pick Community episode, but it's $5. There it is. It's a platform, and it does scale. I think I cover this last week. I think I did. I'm gonna stop. All of a sudden, I'm like, did I? I feel like I talked about the weathering. So yeah, moving on. All right. One more toy I did get. Toy photography tip. I thought this looked really neat. Another Funko, super cute. Now I can't. Funko, they've made a whole business model on just sucking us as collectors in on cuteness. I have to behave myself because I got one. I'm gonna get my one. I thought this was just really freaking cool. The Blockbuster Rewinds, Leonardo movie. Like I even love this. The fact that like the paper, at least on the one that I grabbed, was a little off. And I was like, should I get a different one? I'm like, no, it's a VHS. Like you can fix it. Like it's just been so long since I messed with a VHS tape player. But yeah, so that looks like that. So we're gonna crack that open too in a second. Let me just check our chat real fast. So let's see. Let's see. So, of course, Matt. Come on, Between Two Sentinels, you and Jay shot. Like I'm not gonna talk about you, fellas. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate that. That really does mean a lot. Thank you very much. You want to do a live one day for the Spider-Man? Ooh, that would be cool. And Matt, maybe we could figure that out too. That would be a good one. I love hearing that. Thanks, Cal. That's great. I love that. I'd rather, if anything, chill. I'll always go for the chill vibe. That's good. If you do a Batman related review, the voice has to be Yin Bane. That's also an excellent point. All right. You know what? Yesterday was Batman Day. I forgot I was going to share out or reshare the reel Cody and I worked on our Yin Batman. Actually, I should say I just voiced. Cody did excellent editing on that. That was so funny. But I meant to reshare that. Maybe I'll still do it today. But let's see. Wade says some shot and set up pose and lighting. Just replace the figs and make a comparison. Could be a series of like best and best Spidey. Ooh, that's a cool one. All right. I could be down for that. I did a reel once that was comparing like the same Spidey pose, but you're talking about, like in an actual pose, like situation. I could get a villain in there, get a Rhino or something. I like it. All right. Good, Matt. Yeah. All right. So Machi, we're going to figure this out. And let's see. Which ones do you need, 88? The Darth? Are you finding those little Funko guys, Steve? Are you finding them? By the way, those lockers, I stuck magnets inside to keep them together. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good point. I also, Matt, the other thing you can do too is like push down on the actual curved part. And that also tends to kind of lock that down a little bit. Not perfect. Magnets are going to be the real case, though. Very cool pops and that genius Machu. Yeah. Machu, great idea. The magnets together. Looking online now, it's looking rough. Okay. All right. But which part are we looking at? Talking Deso now? We're talking Funko. Oh, you're probably talking about the little Funko Pops because they were all over Amazon. Like I know Chewy bought his remaining turtle sets like right away. Eric Davidson, never forget when my Bud Paul shoved me in the locker and said, "For 1 week, the only thing that kept me going was the thought of eating soup when I escaped." Yeah, that would be traumatic. I wonder if the thought of like a good like tortellini, like a meat tortellini and a chicken broth. That's what my grandmother used to make me growing up. Some Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top. That soup, that's the soup that I would also just, if I was in a locker for a week, that's what I would do. Here we go. Those mini Funko are toys for your toys. And that's exactly right. I have all the TMT ones, but now I'm tempted on the Disney Bitty Pops. Pull for the mystery free Jawa. Never saw that Luke pack. I always see the Vader. Oh, Matt. I should have sent. All right. If I go back this week, but thank you, Ryan, for at least. And now I feel bad that I should have grabbed it for Matt. Let's see. Funko Bader looks like Stewie Griffin. I'm laughing at this Stewie Griffin. Like, you threw my words off, Wade. All right, Chewie. I think the one to get would be Han, Chewie, and Greedo. That would be a good one. Do they have a Macquarie Vader? No. No. Now you got to get the Honey Hive wooden desk organizer. That's what I was looking for. I knew I was looking for something. I couldn't picture it in the past, like the vending machine. You know, a lot of the stuff that I end up like the trees, the Halloween trees. Like usually it's 88 that hits. If I do credit him if he catches something before I do. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't remember specific. I was like 88 said there's another cool thing, but not that I saw today. Oops, I'm saying hi. Also, that mini Funko shelf can probably be turned sideways and be used as a detoff. Just thought about it now. Oh, yeah. Yes. Like if that was, oh, come on. For sure. Now, yeah, it does have the emptiness in the back, but you could definitely do that as kind of a detoff type idea. And the toys that are at the little mini brand figures, world's smallest, all of those, even just the Funkos out of here. Let's see. Hammerhead. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Matt. You're right. There you go. You're right. Well done. Well done. Oh, Cody, did you see these yet? Have you seen these? I mean, turtles. I had to do the turtles. But yeah, have you seen these yet? I'm very curious. Is this new? This was new to me today. This was new to me. Wait, where did you get those lockers, Big Yim Dog? Hi, Shroomy, how are you? Those lockers. This is going back to Daiso. That was my Chris Con trip with Machu. So Daiso, Daiso. Again, I'm not sure of the situation with their online purchasing, if there isn't any, or isn't any, but definitely worth going if you're in the area. Oh, Daiso. Okay. All right. So 88's looking for the lockers. Rats. Shoot. All right. Well, Machu and I might just have to go into business for each other. We might just have to go on a trek and we'll just clear them out. We'll load them up and then we'll just start. We'll start our own little online shop for the toy community, right? I love it. Magnets, how do they work? KJ Smith, thanks for hanging out this evening. And 200 Toys Utah store is always pretty slow behind getting stuff unless it's a real proper push. All right, fair. Well, let's check this little Leo out. I'm very excited. And all right, so actually, look at that. There's even the Funko logo like molded into there. That's very cool. So I'm gonna drop these boys in. Sitting nice. There we go. So now let's check out Leo. I part of me was like, I just want to own this. The other part of me was like, well, I'm gonna open it up. I don't do Funkos typically. I have like my Spidey, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. Like I have my core four. But this is really cute. And I'm still thinking that size-wise, like I can use this maybe in a picture. That was part of my thought too, somehow. Or just in the back, like life-size full. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Who am I kidding? Let's open it up. I can't believe this is a little VHS package. I can't. So adorable. All right. Don't be mad at me. I can't believe I just did that with my toy anxiety. All right, don't push it. I had success. This is the Alf phone. I used the antenna. But if I broke that off, it was going to go Yimbo After Dark with the language real quick. All right, let's go. This is so neat. Tiny little silly. Oh, my goodness. Let's check that out. Oh, man. Looks great. I mean, obviously the packaging looks great. this figure inside. All right, there we go. Yay! Oh, he's so cute. Oh, and there's a blockbuster. All right, let's do the figure first. Holy cow. All right, so these don't move, as I'm sure you would have expected with the Funko. Oh, he's doing the weird thing with the thumbs. He's doing the weird thumb. The weird thumb thing. He's holding his sword that way. No, this is adorable. And you know what? It is small. Like, if I shrink this down, here we go. I'm going to drop this down for a second. Actually, that's as low as I can go with that. Here, so like Casey. So there's Casey Jones. That's where he comes to on there. Just the waist, MBD, no, cutesy little thing. So yeah, this is gonna be I'm gonna have to reset my little like Vapor's bedroom, little apartment situation. But yeah, this will be a little stand-in somewhere. It's just gonna live in my dio. Maybe that'll be it. It'll just be a street thing. It's cute. Or I'll just bring it to work. It'll be on my desk. It'll be a little desk mate. But that is awesome. I don't know. I try not to get into collectible type stuff with the whole action figures and, wanting to talk about the newest ones and photograph them and all that stuff. But, the occasional collectible in my world, it's fun. It's neat. So that's really nice. I like that expression. Good look to it, Cute. And then here. That's insane. I love it. Wait, I got the chase? You got the chase. Oh, I got the chase. Oh, how cool. I got the chase. I never get the chase. Oh, because this is angry. How about that? Huzzah. Yeah, there it is. Wait, he looks so happy. That's why I got the chase. I love it. Can you stuff him in a locker? Oh, yeah, this guy for sure. This guy for sure. Well, like I said, this is more of like a show and tell. This is more of like a show and tell project. Someone bringing to school. Ah, that's so neat. I found the chase. I love this card. This is so insane. Chase card. Oh, so it just putting all these things together. That's very cute. Very cute. Now, this is what I was talking about as I'm like tearing up from laughing at this. This thing when you can like kind of push it open. Same thing with like Switch and video games, but like adjust the actual paper. I used to have to do this stuff all the time. It would drive me nuts on like real VHS tapes. So when I bought it, I stopped myself. Look at that. I stopped myself. I was going to swap this out because the paper was a little bit higher on that end. And then I wouldn't have gotten the chase. Yay. All right. So that's cute. I don't know. It's just, I think I could use it. I think I'll be able to use it. But my primary thing was like, in case I don't, it's still like a cool thing to sit on my desk. That was my thought process behind it. It looks a bit like a cosplayer. True, yeah. And yes, happy Yimbo. Thank you, Chewy. Guys, I shared it a couple times, and I need to use it more. But Chewy drew a happy Yimbo picture of me, and I have to use it more often. Yimbo casually opened a chase, no biggie. When does this happen? Of course, it's like with this like goofy little line that like I don't know. But then I guess in the 112 worlds, yeah, this is a neat thing because like we don't have like that kind of stuff. Like our chases and exclusives, they exist. They're just we have to toy hunt them in Targets and stuff, Walmarts. I don't know. That was really cool. Thanks for sharing in my excitement. Oh god, I really am like just tearing up now. All right, so I did have some more stuff. Here's what I'm gonna do. I've been having a blast tonight, and again, like my eyes is watering. I don't know what's happening. So I've been having a blast this evening, as always. But I do know, like I was saying at the top, I'm trying to get back into streamlining both this show, the Toy Pick community. Like, as much as I love doing 3-4 hour streams, I think they're going to be more like our pay-per-views, not really pay-per-views, but like our live events, like when we do crossover streams, and we have all these big ideas coming up for differences. So we're always still going to have those, but just tempering expectations. I'll probably maybe do one more toy tonight, wind down. This way we can all end our Sunday evenings on a happy note, that we can, wake up rested and ready to tackle the week. If I keep going, then yeah, if I push my, it just sets me off. It ruins my week. Not a negative way. I just say it ruins my week. If I wake up not getting that first full night, it sets me up for that catch up, that sleep catch up. So I have a big toy. I have a very big toy for us to check out. I wish I had more of a setup. I showed him the box the other day. Another ChrisCon. I told you ChrisCon was a massive weekend. Now you know, in case you've been curious as to like, man, he hasn't really been buying too many toys. That's because ChrisCon, I came home with a lot of new toys, and I'm just trying to enjoy these things as I get to them. So here we go. I'm going to go back to second cam for a second. So first up. So I am about to get, speaking of friendship branding, I'm about to get between a couple of Sentinels here, between two of them to start. So this is the retro. I didn't bring the rest of the stuff, but if this is somebody that you've been sleeping on, like, I'm not sure, it was readily available for a long time. It is a cute figure. Like, here he is against Ant-Man. He's more of, obviously, like a tall, he's not a full-blown Sentinel. You know what I mean? Like, I like to use this guy as like baby Sentinel. He still works pretty well. Like, what's very cool, and I've shown this in the past, but here, if I light him up from the back of his head, you see that? Like, he has that spot. There you go, the robot eye. So look, he's got the spot where you can shine that light through from a flashlight, the cell phone flashlight, right? So you can get that look for pictures. You can get the eyes going. There you go. So this is like a really neat toy. It's the retro line. These are tiny, but cute. It has a beat up head. I love it. Comes with some other little like effects for the hands. It's a neat figure that I can use in shots, just not full blown. Like, I wouldn't use him full blown, but it's the same thing for my second Sentinel, which I've also shown off before. So now this is the Titan series one. So there's the retro. There's the Titan series. If I go up here, you can get to see some more of my shells down there. But there's the Titan. Okay. And this is the X-Men 97 Titan. Man, honestly, for anybody that bought multiple, like if anybody did a rule of 3 on that one, the rule of odds, like, they are very, very cool for what they are. Now, there's no articulation, like they have that up and out, no knees. Like, this is a 5 POA. So I have 2 5 POAs. So those are my, me between my 2 Sentinels. And then I picked up from my fellow toy daddy, No Chewing, at ChrisCon. He was going to sell a Sentinel Marvel Legends. And I'm like, wait, I'm never going to be able to track down that HasLab. And I'm like, you just have this? I'm like, where did this come from? I think he said it was an Amazon exclusive. So sure, you can confirm with me. But he was going to sell it at ChrisCon. I said, if I could have that, that would be amazing. And I now have it. So I unboxed him today. It is the Days of Future Past Sentinel. And right off the bat, I'm just showing off the second cam here, and then I'm just gonna have to solo myself out again. Because there you go. Like, this is a big, big boy. Oof. I love him. I didn't get to spend a ton of time with him yet, just enough to unbox and be a little silly with making an unboxing reel, but so, oof, he's so cool. All right, I'm gonna bring this second camera out because seriously, he is so massive. So let's do this thing. Woo! All right, so this is the Yimbo scale. I like to do this for some of my bigger toy buys, just to show you, like, I'm a just basically 6 feet tall, and like these things are massive. So he was, I want to say 14 inches. The retro's 9-inch scale. All right, so here is the progression. There you go. So this guy is so big. He's so rad. It makes me feel like I don't feel like I missed out on that Marvel Legends HasLab, the Sentinel HasLab. That's how neat this guy is. And yes, like he does have a button and he has a ton of different expressions. So here we go. Let's hear some.
X-Men must be detained. Mutant life form detected. Halt. Fugitive mutant detected. Destroy. Stop. Sentinel under attack.
It was like crowd screaming.
Halt, fugitive mutant. System breach.
I'm gonna wait to get my favorite one.
Alpha level mutant detected.
Ooh, alpha level mutant. There's also beta level mutant.
Halt, mutant. Sentinel power core breached.
Oh, here we go.
Purge power core.
The last.
Beta level mutant detected.
I think it's coming up next.
System meltdown. Power failure in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for indulging that. I think that was all of them. I could keep hitting it, but I just love it. It's so cool. So going through the typical type stuff, he is a Marvel legend. So he has some nice movement too. Now, some stuff I'm going to still be very careful about, like arm wise. All right, move that down. Yeah, there we go. So he has the full range of Marvel Legends, like he's got the full range, the full 360. Double jointed elbows, which I have to mess around, but there you go. Double jointed elbows, arms, elbows. I'm going to have to screw around with that, but there you go. Just to mess, because it's a little locked. It's going to be one of those styles where you kind of have to grip from the middle. You know what I mean? I'll deal with that later. Again, ooh, I guess, no, these are double jointed knees. There we go. Get that much bend. Very nice. And you do get some ankle rocker, some nice little ankle movement up and down. So he's cool. The one thing I'm not totally crazy about, but this is just because it's not my favorite style of like leg articulation, but it works for still getting the poses that I need, especially with somebody like this, because he's got the waist swivel. I was hoping there would be some crunch within this upper ball, but there's nothing to speak of there, and that's okay. So what I need to do with this leg, you can see how this can come out, but you have to actually, if you want to have him stepping, you have to rotate that ball forward. See, it's a whole thing. We got a whole thing. So now that ball's forward, and now I can lift this up and get the step. So a little bit of like finagling, a little bit of, movement, got to figure that out. It's just understanding how that joint system works. And again, this is an older style. Like we know this joint style because it's been around for a long time. But there we go. So it works. It does the job. I can move the legs around, and he looks spectacular. The eyes light up. In pictures, I'm gonna probably just like really maybe oversaturate or boost this, or just kind of do just to kind of very quickly. That'll be a nice little quick scrub that out. Yeah, like you won't be able to see that button at all. Even though I love the button.
Ejecting power core.
Like a toy. Come on, it makes it a toy. That's so great. Realm says this is a fun set. Always enjoyed that Sentinel. Yeah, buddy. Chewy says, yep, the Days of Future Past comic Wolverine came with it. Yes, Wolverine did come with it. And I'm keeping him in the box currently because my boy, Realm of Toys, actually had sent me that like a long time ago. He's the best. I love him. And he had sent me some toys and some wrestling, a couple accessories. And that Wolverine was actually in there, Frank. So I'm pretty sure I have your. So yes, I kept my Wolverine currently just in his box. It's another box I have to figure out what to do. Am I going to keep the box? Am I going to get rid of it? I'm keeping it. I'm keeping the box initially. So I'll figure that out. But this is so great. So Chewy, thank you again for selling it to me because like this is awesome. It makes me so happy to have I have a sick Sentinel. And between the three of them, it just is perfect. It just brings me joy. And just to give you an idea, because this is what we do, right? Just to see, like, there. There he is. So there's Logan on a Sentinel. So it's my love triangle Wolverine, Marvel Legends. By the way, some custom claws. If you ever wanted to update your Marvel Legends, again, no affiliation. This is just something I bought very early on in my toy photography journey. I was like, ooh, custom. So if anybody ever wants to know, just hit me up and I can go back into my eBay and send you the seller. Because, yeah, I love those. Rawr. But look at that. Yeah. So I'm super stoked to play with these. Clintastic. I don't know if you're here watching live right now, if you're checking a replay, but buddy, this is firing me up for like X-Men. Finally. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's been great seeing all the animated stuff in the stores again. I know those Legends just came out. It's just been good. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get out of September, get my finances in order so I can get back into picking up some new toys. I'm very excited about those X-Men Legends. And then again, with Comic-Con and everything else coming up. But yes, so Chewy, thank you again for that. Sentinel and everybody else. I appreciate you guys so much. That was it. I was going to fly through tonight. I did have other things, but now I also have to go to the bathroom. I'm a mess. Here, so this is future stuff. I might even do some quick little like one-off like review shorts and stuff too. So again, if you are just finding me, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Because I'm trying to keep you guys, make these things to keep you guys entertained. Hopefully you're enjoying them. I'm keeping myself entertained making them. So again, it's definitely a cyclical, reciprocal type of situation. So I do enjoy making all this stuff. But yeah, so I opened a new Ultron. So I'll have to save him. I did have them to the side. I did get Parker and Smythe. And like at the end of the day, when it comes to these, like these are fun toys. And yeah, so I'll just do some more. I'll just do a deeper dive in the future, okay? But yes, this Parker, I love him. I was gonna do this stuff. Should I still do it now? You want me to just do it now? It's like I talk myself into more talking. So real quick, let's just do that. I am curious. So this is why I have these two Spideys here. So here, let me bring back the camera. I'm such a silly boy. Here we go. All right. So I specifically was going to talk about Parker and Smythe, so we could do that. It's the new hotness, right? Might as well. Let's get that chit-chatting in. He looks so good. Amazing. All right. This is the official animated Spider-Man, and this is the Renew Your Vows. Here's what we're going to find out. Because I've heard conflicting. I heard that the head works better on let's see. We're gonna check it out. So this is on the actual TV show animated Buck. It looks good. It looks good. Head, what, maybe a tad too large, maybe, but looks okay. Sitting a little weird on the peg. See, like, whoop, I gotta mess around with that. But there you go. So this is how it would look on a TV show. But people have been saying that the head looks better on the Renew Your Vows Buck. And if that's the case, then I kind of want to go back and get the Carnage black suit body, because then that's on the Renew Your Vows as a symbiote. All right. So what do you guys think? I wish I could do side by side, but obviously I just have the one Parker head. I think it does look better. I think this body, because this is more like I've always been saying, this is like a teenage, this is the Amazing Fantasy Buck. So even though it's my favorite to pose from Legend Spideys, this is like Amazing Fantasy. So it's a teenager Buck. This Peter is not the teenager. So yeah, he works better on the Renew Your Vows. So now, yeah, I want to go back and get, I want to go back and get the Goblin MJ. I wasn't going to do that because I have both those figures. Well, but now I want this whole set. Like, this is the cartoon, you know, Spider-Man the Animated Series and Batman the Animated Series are like two of my favorite shows of all time. So I might do it. Yeah, because that symbiote body, that head will look really good on that symbiote. And isn't that weird though? That, yeah, this is. Are they the same height though? I'm gonna have to play around again. Might have to do some kind of maybe do some real stuff, some posing comparisons or whatever. But yeah, just want to share this off. I do love having an animated series Spidey head. I do want to get all of them now. I might like the Hobgoblin. I have, or not Green Goblin. I have that Green Goblin, but I don't have that MJ. I do love this cartoon. I'll think about it. But yeah, this is a cool Parker figure. Single jointed elbows, just as an FYI. That was like, oh, that was an interesting choice, but neat. It's so neat. Let me check. Ooh, here we go. So let's see. Shroomy. I mean, yeah, Cartoon Spidey was super built. It's true. The Parker taller than the Carter animated series. I know. J Shop, too late to the party, but definitely catch your rebate. Thank you, Johnny boy. Don't you worry about it, buddy. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Cody say it looks the same to me. Yeah, well, like this, they do. I guess they are the same size. For some reason, I thought Amazing Fantasy Buck was a smidge tall or shorter. Must be the heads. It's the head sizes for some of these Spidey figures. Cal got that Parker. It's a great set. Smythe. Like, I kind of want to go back and watch cartoons. Like, I want to kind of go back and watch cartoons of his story run, like when he became turned into this, so I can get some ideas. He was never like my favorite part of the show, but he's still like, he was a big enough part where I remember his whole partnership with Wilson Fisk, and he was a big part of the animated show. Spider bots, right? He was always sending spider trackers or and then let's see. Steve Morrow says, I like the Miami Vice look to the rolled sleeves. It's true. It's definitely true. I love that too, man. It's a great observation. And you know what? If you go to Marvelous Action Figure Pose, there we go. Like, he's doing some fun. He put a reel together. He was able to like curl this up to give Spidey some like motion. I don't know if he had to hold it up, but you can with that hard, I guess you could. So you figured that out. But yeah, you can even get some really cool stuff out of this Spidey, is what I'm trying to say. And you're right. I love the Miami Vice. Perfect description. Put them side to side with the original heads. All right. The other thing, I mean, we've been saying it, we've joked about it, but I really want to get Toy Father and D Blake Makes on a stream, and to like, I mean, there's so many Uber Spider-Man fans, but those two guys, I would love to put together this Spidey collection stream. I think that would be a blast, and then yeah, we would be able to then do a real deep dive into definitive Spideys. There we go. There we go. So there's the boys. Well, the one boy and his different versions. But yeah, boop. It's a good one. It was a good set. I'm very happy with that set. Again, especially because Smite, first time of being available for me to purchase that I am aware of. So just happy to check that box off with another Spidey villain. Beautiful Parker. And yeah, and just a fun box. I love the packaging. I love the packaging and the artwork, all of that good stuff. But I think, let's see, Jay Show was late because he was eating a soup. We know that. We know John was eating a soup. He enjoys all of the kinds of liquid diets that he can get his hands on. But that's it. That's gonna be it for everybody. You know what? We're gonna wrap it up. I'm glad we got to show that off. I am curious. I want to do some sort of thing with those Spidey Marvel Legends. They're also good in all these, like in the last year, Spider-Man Legends are also good, but I want to compare them up for sure. See, Mara, was there ever an Arachnid Kid? That'd be a great name for a Spider-Man adjacent character. Arachnid Kid. You know what? At this point, I mean, it is a great name, Steve. I'm just thinking, man, like probably there's so much parallel thinking out there, especially with the internet now. There's probably something, but I wonder if it would be like loosely available to be used as like a sidekick name. I don't know. Wade, thank you so much, buddy. Wade, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you as always. Thank you for chatting along and dropping some jokes on us. I appreciate it tremendously. So have a great rest of your Sunday night, my man. Have a great week. And yes, for everybody, thank you so much. Don't forget, hit that like button. And then again, if you are enjoying the stream, let people know that, you know, we're doing this thing every Sunday night. The more, the merrier, you know? So I hope you guys, again, enjoyed hearing from Maddie K. Again, unofficially just coming to hang out and chill, to talk toys, and, you know, who happens to work at Super7. I hope you really had a great time hearing about that. The Cat Lair is running out. We are at not that much time, and my tab is X'd. Wait, hang on. Do I have it? Super7. Let's see. Hold on. We are at 2 hours and 12 minutes. So I have some decisions to do before I go to bed. But yeah, so hopefully this may have helped you make a decision on that. And other than that, everybody, thank you so much. As always, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your just energy, all of that good stuff. So have a great rest of your Sunday night. Have an awesome start to your week. And wait for it. Hold on. I'm getting to the outro. Here we go. Peace.